Hi there, welcome to my video on how to automate your Thinkific order tracking using Zapier. In this video, I'm going to continue off of my previous series showing you some recommended business systems that can be automated using Zapier and go over the ones specifically related to tracking your Thinkific orders. So if you're wondering why you would want to automate this process, it's that there's a couple of really important reasons I want to sort of illustrate. The first is that when you start to grow your Thinkific business, you're really going to pay attention to metrics, especially in terms of orders, how orders are, if there's repeat orders from repeat customers. You might also want to collate this information so that later on you can do some analysis to compare if there's any problems that come up. Are there specific problems that relate with payment issues to a specific order? You may also want to run some analysis later on with orders and finding out how orders are progressing during certain months or certain times of the year, and also whether there's any kind of patterns from orders and customers. The way I see it is that the more sort of data that you collect, the more you can sort of have someone on your team or hire someone to sort of run this kind of analysis to help you understand how your business is doing and how you can sort of improve some of these business operations and give you the kind of big picture on where you need to move in terms of future products or future offerings for your customers. So with that said, let's get started. I am going to go right into this workflow. And in this workflow, I'm going to show you the ones pertaining to tracking and automating order tracking. So the first thing I want to show you is just log into your Zapier account. And we're going to follow the same steps that we've done before and type in Thinkific, pardon my keyboard. The whole process is we're really looking to set up automations between Thinkific and different tasks and processes in Thinkific with Google Sheets. This will then help us track this kind of data recurrently. So the next thing you want to do is search Google Sheets. So now that we have told Zapier we want to connect Thinkific with Google Sheets, Zapier is going to ask us what task we're interested in tracking. So I'm going to look for the new order because this is going to be one of the many metrics that I'm looking to analyze in my business. So after I click new order, I want to tell Google Sheets, and this is kind of where I've talked about before, and you can have some choices here as to what works for you. If this is the first time you are setting up this kind of workflow, then you may want to create a spreadsheet. Now, let's just say you've already created the spreadsheet, but now you want to create a separate worksheet in a existing spreadsheet so that you're sort of collating and having different tabs. The idea is that I'll show you later in this kind of spreadsheet, you could have different tabs for different months, and you can have like tabs for quarterly or monthly just to sort of have performance being analyzed on a month-to-month basis. So if we were doing this for the first time, I would follow the same steps that I've done before and click on Create Spreadsheet. And then the next thing that's going to happen is that I can test this out before I make this Zapier trigger active. So I'm going to click on Try It. And so while that is loading, it may take a little bit of time. I'm going to follow again and choose which Thinkific account that I'm going to use. And then I can select it and then click Continue. And then I want to select the course that I'm interested in tracking orders. And as I said before, you can do this for multiple products. I'm just going to demo this one to sort of take this one step at a time. But let's just say you're interested in more, you can continue looking for the different products that you're looking to automate. And this is helpful to sort of go back to every time you add more products to your business so that you're continually tracking and having the same process automated. And the idea is once you get in the habit of doing this, you'll save yourself a lot of time from having to manually view progress in terms of how many orders you received during a certain time period. This will all get taken care of for you in the back end with Zapier. So once I've selected the product, I'm going to click on continue. And then I want to test this out to make sure that this is working. And this is really helpful because this really helps you review and sort of test out these triggers before you decide to deploy them. So I'm going to test this trigger out, and they found an order in my Thinkific account. And then I'm going to continue on. And then if my action is to create spreadsheet, I can create a spreadsheet. But let's follow that create a spreadsheet. And then let me choose the Google account that I'm going to test this on. And then I want to give this and say order tracking report so that I know every time I look in my Google Drive, this will be specifically the report that I'm going to look for. And then in the report, I'm going to look for the first name, last name, email, and then there's some more options in terms of dollar amount. So I can even track this by affiliate code as well. So the idea is you'll see that there's none right now, but if I wanted to, let's say I was running a campaign from an affiliate promotion, then I could use this to sort of cross-reference how I'm doing specifically with sales from affiliate referrals. So that this helps me sort of determine how much I'm getting on referrals versus how much I'm getting in terms of business revenue and sales just on my own campaigns. So there's a lot of different options that you can choose from, and I highly, highly recommend just sort of exploring and thinking about what kind of metrics are important to you in your business, thinking about what kind of metrics really will drive some of your business decisions and inform like product pricing and product offerings and those kinds of details. So once that's done, I'm going to close out. And then the spreadsheet to copy is if I wanted to copy an existing spreadsheet, but I won't, I'm going to ignore this because my whole point of this is to set up a new spreadsheet called order tracking. And then I want to give these some headers so that when the data is pulled in, then I'll know which, I'm telling Zapier where I want the data to go in. So I will fill in the data again with first name, last name, email, and then there's going to be some more options with product name so that I know which products are driving which kinds of sales. And then if I had an affiliate code, I would also follow the same path and enter affiliate code. And then once I'm done, I'm going to click on continue. And then I'm going to test this out before I actually make this live. And so now let's check this to make sure that we've actually generated this order tracking spreadsheet. So now in my Google Sheets, let's open this up. And we see all the data has been pulled in. And you'll see it says deleted and deleted is because this is a partner account and I'm just kind of adding kind of test users and deleting test users all the time. But that's how you know that all this information has been drawn in or extracted from Thinkific. And then you'll see that this all matches up because if you go back to the process, as you see, like when we went, when I go back to the steps, you'll see that it will show up as deleted because that person was removed, that test user was removed. And so everything here that you see as a test will automatically sort of be the same here. And so that's how you know that the data is being extracted correctly because Zapier will sort of show you that test copy. So I hope that this video helps. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or any other automation questions with Zapier. Thanks again.